Assalamu alaikum, everyone. We meet this evening to defend freedom of conscience and to confront and condemn a dangerous phenomenon growing in our midst, Islamophobia, the new racism, the new face of hatred of the other, of those different in race, in religion, and lifestyles. You know, we always boast about living in open, tolerant, liberal, civilized societies, but the Holocaust with its horrors and the monstrosities of the racism directed at black people had exposed an ugly and terrifying side to our society. And today, Islamophobia is exposing another. Those who create and feed on Islamophobia, the media pundits and political opportunists, want us to see Islamophobia as perfectly acceptable, perfectly normal, and perfectly legitimate, and the excuse, freedom of expression. Well, we say this to them tonight. We must defend freedom of expression and even the right to criticize religion. But there is a difference between freedom of expression and hatred and incitement to hatred of other races and other religions. We must draw a clear line of distinction between freedom of expression and racism and Islamophobia. Let no one tell me that Nick Griffin, that hateful, despicable, bigoted, racist and Islamophobe is a lover of freedom of expression. No, he is no such thing. And we must not give him that honor. He hates blacks, Jews and Asians just as much as he hates Muslims. And we must not allow him and his likes to hide their ugly, bigoted, racist and Islamophobic faces behind the mask of freedom of expression. No, we must not allow them that. You know, for decades, we have left our Muslims to rot in the ghettos we have created for them. Amidst the poverty, the deprivation and marginalization, we had brought the fathers and the grandfathers as cheap labor to oil the wheels of our industry, to do the dirty jobs no one else would do. And when we remember them today, when we remember the children, the sons and the daughters, we tell them that they're a threat, that they're a danger, that they're a fifth column, that they're a cancer in our midst. We daily surround them with suffocating rings of stereotypes, prejudice, hostility, fear and suspicion. Of course, Al-Qaeda is a problem. And of course, terrorism is a problem. But Muslims are not Al-Qaeda. And Islam is not terrorism. And I say this to our politicians and to all those who speak of tolerance, civility and morality. Civility and morality are not just words. They're not just cosmetics with which you embellish yourselves. No. The measure of your tolerance, of your civility and your morality is how you treat your weak and your vulnerable. Your morality and your civility are judged by how you treat your minorities. It is time for all those who lecture to us about tolerance to prove to us how tolerant they really are. And finally, a word to all the bigots and all the racists and all the Islamophobes. This is an ethnically and religiously diverse society. Time for a reality check. Britain isn't just for white Protestants, no. Britain is for whites, for blacks and for browns. Britain is for Christians, Jews, Sikhs, Hindus and Muslims. Britain is for all its races and all its religions. The bigots, racists and Islamophobes must accept this reality. No matter how bitter it may be, it is time for them that they accept that they cannot turn the clock back. We must all stand together and say no to bigotry, no to racism, no to Islamophobia, and yes to tolerance, yes to equality of all races and all religions, yes to peaceful coexistence, and yes, to mutual respect. Thank you.